Hello and welcome back again. It's now 2 o'clock on the Monday, just after 2 o'clock, and let's do a quick market analysis. In the last video, as you have watched, if you haven't, just have a look at the last video. We talked about what happened in the last week with the markets. I only traded the S&P 500, and what I did, where I screwed up, and what happened. And now let's do an analysis for this week coming. I trade only in the afternoon on Europe time, which is the cash opening in the US basically. And if you haven't watched my first video where I explain my setup roughly and what software I'm using, etc., watch it again. Again, as you can see here, I am using a platform called Atas where I can execute my trades and do charting. If you want to try that and have a look at it, there's a link down below. You get a 14-day trial. And I have basically here on the top left my big overview where we do the analysis. That's the 15-minute chart. Below that is a 5-minute chart, also with the volume profile. And on the bottom right here, I have a 1-minute chart. And here I have the footprint chart where I can see the order flow, and here the order book where I also follow and can see the order flow. But I get more into that in a different video. And now let's go here on the S&P 500 and let's do our quick preview and analysis what we can expect in this week, where of course we have already started. We'll take all the drawings out here and start fresh. Delete all. So now we have a clean blank chart with a volume profile. You see the week started here with that Monday. We don't count that really because that was the public holiday, so the main market participants were not even present. So we started here, and the week before we started an uptrend, so a long context as we call it. And Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there were quite nice trading days. And as we can see here, after this update the previous week, we started here on that Monday and traded here in a range. So we created a range. So we're accepting again higher prices, and that was here our range. And I have prepared already a template for the new drawings to expedite it all a bit. Let me load these up. Templates, snapshots, we import. And here we go. S&P. Yes. Okay, we delete all of them here as well. Delete all. Delete all. Okay. Here we go. So we changed the previous drawings a bit. We defined our range, basically that range that we traded the last week. So here's the Friday. So start at the bottom, we had this significant volume zone here, which got rejected here a lot, and here again. This is where I took a nice long trade. And the upper zone, we had significant clusters here. So we drew that in. So there was significant trading happening. So there's rejections, there's long rejections, accumulation just above and then below again. Here rejection again, we had a rejection here, here. So, and here again, accumulation. So accumulating here again. We defined this one now as the zone, and the bottom of the range we had this one here. That we talked about that before, and we defined a middle of the range. So that started here on the Friday, the week before. Nice accumulation here with a lot of volume around this. Again, volume here, rejections a lot here, here for low, and here again accumulating, the same as here, and a nice rejection down again. So that was our middle, and we defined a middle bit because they are quite high, wide ranges. So we have another significant middle again. We had here this heavy cluster where there was again lots of trading and rejections here long, and trading between these ranges here, and here again a cluster around that range, and then Friday again a rejection from here. And we have between these blue ranges here, we defined a middle with a cluster, which is this one here, also significant before. So there's significant price ranges. So rejection here, and yeah, lots of trading and accumulation here, rejection, and here again on Friday. So, and if we break out of this, we had to define zones above it and below it, depending on what the market is doing. So if you go above it, we had a definition of, went back a bit. So we had significant volume here. That was the first zone. And if we go higher, the top of that range was here. And we had the middle, which was here, a lot of rejection here, and before that here already. So, and here significant volume. And of course we defined a middle with clusters here again. So these are our targets if we break out long. So here we are back in that week, and of course we need also some targets if we go lower. If we go below our range, our first target below is, of course, we see here significant clusters, lots of trading happening. And here, if we go back, if we broke through, we see clusters here everywhere. And we see that here, the top zone, and we have here rejection, and here accumulating here. There's a heavy cluster, and the bottom zone here. So this is where we can have potential support if we go lower. So this is now today. As we can see, we had nice rejecting from where we closed on Friday. That was the close, rejecting this yellow zone, going up, and we see on the dot accumulating in our middle, breaking out from that and going higher right through our middle here. And look at this, exactly on the tick we got rejected here, and now we're accumulating below it. So we have a good chance that we keep on going higher. Of course, we have to watch this one here as well from that Thursday, where in a short amount of time we had this heavy volume accumulated. And yeah, these will now be our targets. We might also just play in between these ranges now. Here we see what happens in the cash open at 3:30 my time, which is in about a bit more than 1 hour, 1 hour and 13 minutes we will have the cash open. So this is just a quick preview now for our coming week, our new playing field for the S&P 500. Normally I do also the Nasdaq, but I need to fix my data feed on that. I still don't have the order book there, and nothing is happening. So it's stuck. So you can really see no movement. So I skipped that Nasdaq. What I will focus on as well is the crude oil. Crude oil at the moment is absolutely crazy. Of course, this market is very news driven. So you see here the zones that we had from the last week. So we broke above these zones very early, and it's just going crazy. It's just news driven. So as long as they don't sort out this thing with Russia and Ukraine, I think we will see maybe even this week 130, but that's just a guess. So yeah, so we delete all this here as well, and I also have prepared a new zones here as well. Let me just quickly delete all this. All right, now we have a clean neutral chart again as well here. So that was Friday. So we had, of course, a long context starting again, or for a while now. If we look at that, I have to load more days, but that's okay for now. And we traded the last week also a bit in a range. This is basically our range here. So we see that. And this is where we now define and draw in our zones. And yeah, we take it from there. To expedite it, I just load the zones that are prepared. Crude oil. There we go. And then we load some more days. Let's do 180 days. Here we go. So we have defined our new playing field. So that was the Friday. Of course, we have the range I just talked about. We have the high of the range was this accumulation zone, and the bottom of the range is this one here. So we defined that. That's where we expect support, and our middle where we have also significant volume. We had this here on Friday, and it also goes back here on that Monday. That was very significant here. I was almost a whole day accumulating here in this, even though it was holiday. And then we even broke out from that, and we closed on the top. So I see a good chance that we go even higher on this. And same here. So here we go. If we saw already here on Friday breaking out, going higher. So we need targets to go higher. So we have this green range, a top, a bottom, and the middle. So we see, just to show you where that was, if we go back. Okay, here we are. So there's our targets. If we go higher, heavy clusters and accumulation here and here, and also the bottom of the zone, we have this cluster is actually this ledge here, what we had already before, rejections low, rejection short, 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 here short, breaking above it, accumulating, rejection long, rejecting here, 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 long, long. So a significant volume zone. The top, we defined that. Lots of trading happened there as well. And the middle, of course, very significant here. Lots of trading happening there. And just quickly, the zones, if we go lower, let's go back to the current. So that was our last week. So this is more current here now. So we have our potential supports here. We see rejections of that first line. Again, our top of the range, bottom of the range, and the middle, and we see significant trading on all of these zones. So if we go lower, our first point will be this top one here, where we had lots of rejecting happening before. And then, yeah, the lower ones, of course, just quickly. But as it looks, this is now the current Monday, as we are now. So here the start of the night coming down, rejecting nicely on the tick from our zone, rejecting here even the point of control from Friday on the tick and going up, accumulating above, and now we're testing the lower part of the range, and we might have our first trade opportunity coming. Either a rejection going long or going short if we stabilize here, and then we have our first target here. So to shorten this now, that was my analysis for the coming week. I urge you not to copy my trades. This is just, hence the videos come up later, and yeah, do your own research, do your own trading. This is just what my plan is for the week, and the trades I'm doing I post, of course. I try to post them every day. I also have here on the agenda, I'm not trading gold really at the moment. It seems to be getting better. I didn't even do an analysis on that. So crude oil and S&P is enough for me. So that should be it for this video. And again, if you liked it, give me a big thumbs up. Subscribe down below, hit the bell so you get notifications, so you get the notification when I upload the next video. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope to see you in the next video. Bye bye.